Now to start with our project, I'll take this white yarn and I'll create small magic circle here. If you don't know how to create this magic circle, you can visit my channel or you can just visit the link in the description. So like this, magic circle is created, and then after this, in this magic circle we are going to do 8 single crochet stitches. So for single crochet, insert your hook in the circle, pull the yarn, then you have 2 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn through 2 loops. Insert your hook, pull the yarn, then you have 2 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn through 2 loops. So like this, I'll create 6 more single crochet, so it will be total 8 single crochet stitches in the circle. Now my 8 single crochet stitches are done. So after that, I'll just pull this loose end of the magic circle to close this circle like this. Don't close it fully, just keep a little gap like this. And then to join the circle or to complete our round, I'll do slip stitch here. So this is the top V of my first single crochet that I did in the magic circle. So I'm going to insert my hook below that V. Like this. And now here I'm going to change my yarn. So here I'm taking different color of yarn, and then I'll make my slip stitch with that color. So like this, you have inserted your hook, and then we'll just pull the yarn from first loop and then pull the yarn from second loop. So here our slip stitch is done, and now pull all these ends to make it tight. And now after this, if you want to secure it, you can tie one knot here with these loose ends if you want. Then for the next round, first I'll chain one to make it secure. And now if you see, the center of our granny square is ready. Now for next round, here you can see this is the first V or top of the single crochet. Here this V, in this we are going to do our next stitches. We are not going to work on the same stitch where we did our slip stitch. So here in this V loop, we are going to do a different kind of stitch. It's called petal cluster. So for that, yarn over, insert your hook below that V like this, then pull the yarn. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn from first 2 loops like this, and then again pull the yarn, insert your hook, pull the yarn, then pull the yarn through first 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Like this will continue till we have total 5 loops on the hook. So again I'll yarn over, pull the yarn, then pull the yarn through first 2 loops. Now I have 4 loops on the hook. Now again yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn through first 2 loops. So every time we are going to pull the yarn through first 2 loops only. And now here if you see, we have total 1 2 3 4 and 5 loops. Now we are going to pull the yarn through all 5 loops at once. So this is called petal cluster stitch. And now after this we are going to chain 2. So now here you can see our one petal is ready in one of the top of first single crochet stitch. Now again we are going to work on this second V next to that, this V. So for that, again yarn over, insert the hook, pull the yarn from first 2 loops, and then repeat the steps till you have 5 loops on the hook. Now here you can see I have 5 loops on the hook, and now I will just pull the yarn through 5 loops. Now my second petal is ready, and then chain 2. So like this you can continue till you have total 8 petals here at the end, and I'll meet you here and I'll show you how to join these rounds after that. Now here my 8 petals are ready, and I have chained 2 after that. Now to join this round, I am going to do slip stitch in this first stitch that we did for the first petal. So here you can see this is the top V of that first stitch. So here I am going to do my slip stitch. And now we'll chain 1 to secure it, and just pull the yarn a little bit longer, and now we'll cut this yarn. And now here you can see our main center of the granny square is ready, and we have these 8 petals with us. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. And now again I am going to take white yarn to work around the edges of the granny square. If you want, you can use any other color of yarn. So here I left my white yarn like this. Either you can cut it and take a new end, or you can just use from here as well if you don't want to cut the yarn. Now to start with the next round, we are going to work on these gaps of 2 petals where we did chain 2. So in these gaps we are going to do our stitches. So first I'll just insert my hook in that gap, and I'll pull this white yarn like this, and I'll make a slip stitch here to make it secure. And now what we are going to do is, here first we are going to do 3 double crochet stitches. So for double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the circle, pull the yarn, you have 3 loops on the hook, pull the yarn from first 2 loops, then you have 2 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn through other 2 loops. Again I'll show you, yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn from first 2, and then pull the yarn from other 2. Now I'll do one more double crochet stitch, so it will be total 3. And now after this I'm going to chain 3 here, 1 2 and 3 like this, and again I'm going to do 3 double crochet stitches in the same gap. So now my 3 double crochets are done. So here in this single gap we have 3 double crochet, 3 chains, and again 3 double crochet. Now moving to the next gap, here we are going to do 3 half double crochet stitches. So for half double crochet we are not going to do any chains in between the gaps, we are just directly jumping to the gap with half double crochet. So for half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the next gap, pull the yarn, then pull the yarn, then you have total 3 loops on the hook, and pull the yarn through all 3 loops at once. So this is first half double crochet. Again we'll do second half double crochet, and then the last one like this. Now again to jump to the next gap here, we are going to do same stitches that we did here, 3 double crochet, 3 chains and 3 double crochet. Now here I have done with my 3 double crochet, then chain and then 3 double crochet. And now here you can see one side of our granny square is ready, and here if you see how sharp these corners are like this, it is because of these 3 chains that we did in between. Now there is other way also to do this, the last round of granny square, which I'll show you once this is done. Now my last half double crochet stitches are done. Now to join the round, again I'm going to do slip stitch to the top of the first stitch that we did initially. So here I'll insert my hook like this, and then I'll make a slip stitch here. And then I'll chain 1 to secure it, and now I'll cut my yarn. Now here I have weaved all my loose ends, and you can see how beautiful this granny square looks. Now this is the one way of doing this granny square if you want sharp edges for your project. And now I'm going to show you one other way to do this last round of granny square. So here I have already created my center of granny square here, and now I'm going to take white color of yarn like this. So if you cut the yarn after this center, then I'll show you how to join this yarn to your project again. So insert your hook in any of the gap here in between 2 petals, then pull this end of the yarn like this, and then make a slip stitch here. Now it's secure, and to make it more secure you can just tie this loose end to one of the loose ends from your project. And now to start with our last round, first here we will do 2 double crochet in this same gap. So this is my first double crochet, and then this is my second double crochet like this. And then in the last granny square project we did 3 chains here in between, but in this one we are going to do 1 triple crochet. So for a triple crochet, yarn over 2 times like this. So in double crochet stitch we yarn over only once, and in triple crochet we will yarn over 2 times. I'll show you once again. So 1 and 2 like this, and then insert your hook in the same gap, pull the yarn. Now you have 4 loops on the hook, so pull the yarn from first 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn from again first 2 loops, then you have 2 loops on the hook, then pull the yarn through last 2 loops. So like this our 1 triple crochet is done. Now after this we are going to do 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So this is my first double crochet, and this will be my second double crochet. So at the corners of granny square we are going to do 2 double crochet, then 1 triple crochet, and then 2 double crochet. And now here in the next gap we are going to do 3 half double crochet. So 3 half double crochet are done. Again here we will work at the corner of the granny squares. So like this. Now if you see, our one side of the granny square is ready, and here if you see, the corners are not exactly sharp, they are a little bit of a round shape. So it depends on your project what you are going to make out of these granny squares. So depending on that, either you can go for sharp edges or you can go for round edges, however you want. And now I'm going to repeat this sequence of double crochets, these corner stitches and this half double crochet throughout the round. Now once your all loose ends are secure, here now you can see how these two projects look. So this is the one with the sharp edges and this one is with the round edges. Now in my next video you will see how I've made baby blanket from this type of granny square. So I hope you like my video. If you like it, then please give big thumbs up. Please give your feedback or any suggestion in the comment section, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching the video.